ladies are fantastic. They donate to a lot of different charities. We're lucky enough to be the recipients here today. The Hudson Mar Foundation, that is. And we've got 5 families that are ready to go over to Sydney now for bone marrow transplants. So that money will go to a very good cause.
And your wife has been the one that has really gotten that thing going, hasn't she?
Yeah, she runs the day-to-day processes. I just kind of am a bit of a front man and don't really do much, which is good to be, but she runs the day-to-day, deals with the families and does an amazing job with the foundation, and it's great to see that we're able to help so many families in need.
It sounds like a successful marriage. You're the front man and she does most of the work.
That's what happens at home too. I'm led to believe. 41.
Yeah, great to see. She's not much of a. She looked kind of nervous out there.
Yeah, that's why I normally have to go and accept all the presentations and do all the talking, because I don't mind it too much. But she gets really nervous, and even hopping in the sidecar of a police bike was a little bit nerve-wracking for her as well, I think.
Well, she did a great job and continues to do a great job for a great foundation as Townsville. And they just don't look comfortable at all.
Hold up, check, please.
Yeah, they're not. This pressure that Adelaide's putting on does seem to be affecting them a little bit. They've got a couple of turnovers. They're just working out the shot clock now as to when the ball got turned over and Townsville took possession.
Marty, it's around about that, 16. Okay.
Marty Clark 16, up because the shot clock hadn't been
16 on the trot. Here we go.
Turned on in time. It was only down to about 20 seconds. And obviously they had to change it to get it to 16. 10 seconds left on the shot clock now. Cedar strong to the hoop.
Tight,
man, that was a good take by Michael Cedar. Good to see him have a game on the road like he does at home. Darren Ing, catch and shoot. That's long, but he chases, well, almost chases his rebound down, but Diamond Simpson, that's what he does for a living.
A rebounder will chase just that little bit harder, won't they, to get that extra rebound stat, but
probably would have knocked Darren Ing over as well if it came to him getting the board or his teammate.
It's good to see Cedar being real aggressive here. With him on the court, it's much like Darren Ing. When they're on the court, you want to see them with the ball in their hands taking shots because they're both such great shooters. You want to see them do what they're good at.
Pass stolen by Jacob Holmes. Crawford in the open court. Terrible pass to Ben Allen. Michael Cedar with a bomb. Doesn't get back. Darren Ing, he won't miss many of those. He does not that time. There's just certain guys, when they get their feet set, you can count those. He's one of them.
Looks like he might be carrying a little twinge in the knee at the moment. He's got the taper around the left knee there, so I'm not sure exactly what he's carrying there, but I also saw him deal with a similar sort of tape job, so might be just a little bit of patella tendonitis.
In the meantime, Ben Allen knocks down a medium-range Jay. Bartlett finds Wade Helliwell. And he gets the score. Didn't that a travel? He just kind of took 2 steps.
It looked like he dragged the foot, didn't it? But it was, what he did do well was to look away to get the defense to move and then look back. Found Wade Helliwell in under the bucket and a nice easy finish. So he drew the defense, looked away and then got it back.
Bartlett with a
real good move there.
Great move, but just couldn't get the finish. But Diamond Simpson, like a good rebounder, expects every shot to miss. And Adelaide score the last 4 to take their lead 26-15 as Townsville continues to struggle from the field as they're only shooting 33%. We'll be back in a minute.
first play right now, I want to run power fist. Power fist.
Hey, what are we doing down here on that business?
So we need you to know
Push the play, send it straight down to Shed.
on the first screen to 13.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Come on.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go.
Paul Wolpert trying to ignite his team. They look flat, just like last night in Wollongong. New Zealand looked flat. Andre Lemanis, same thing, trying to light a fire under his team to get them going intensity-wise. And similar situation in Townsville, sitting in 4th position. Adelaide on the bottom of the ladder. You can't take Adelaide lightly, just especially after last night when Wollongong just came out scorching against New Zealand.
And Adelaide have been able to stay with a lot of the teams all year. They just haven't been able to finish it off for 4 quarters. So if they can get a good lead, they might just be able to hold on to it here tonight.
Mims. Gill to Jacob Holmes. Gets it up in the air and the score. Jacob Holmes felt the contact and got that thing up nice and soft. Laid it up over the front of the rim. We'll have another look.
Here we go, guys.
Gets the hit. And that looked like a shot he was always going to make.
One shot only now.
It was a real good finish because he did take a bit of a hit there. Had good balance. He's got good core strength and was just able to flick it up and in.
And he gets the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Hands down, cleaning.
Ing eventually gets it against some token pressure. Bartlett turns down the open look. Townsville in a zone. Crowd helping the 36ers as Bartlett's just standing out of bounds. Never a good place to be.
It's hard to score from out of bounds. It's hard to even take a pass from out of bounds. So I don't know why too many guys go there, but often happens. There was pretty good ball movement there from Adelaide before that at eventuate. They did get a bit of penetration against the zone, which is what you want. Bit of ball movement, bit of penetration, but it's not a good finish on the end.
Blanchfield, strong drive, gets it to Mims as he turns the corner and is fouled.
2-1.
So Daniel Johnson goes to the line. We were talking about Townsville being flat, Brett, and you would think that
Okay, 2 shots here, guys.
at this point in the season, we're in the 19th week of the regular season, which is 25 weeks. This is a team in 4th place, playing against a team on the bottom of the ladder, and your away record is 3-6. You ought to be coming with some playoff-type intensity that show that you deserve to be in the top 4.
I would think so, especially playing against the bottom team. You should go in with a bit of confidence, even on the road. You should be able to beat them. If they lose this game tonight, they're going to drop out of that top 4, and they'll be replaced by Cairns. So it is a big game for them in the scheme of things. Is going in, lights it up from outside the arc.
You know, no disrespect to Adelaide, but they should not be flat at the beginning of the game as Blanchfield gets the answering. I believe that one is worth 2. But when a team's on the bottom of the ladder, you got to figure you have a big start. You try and take the wind out of their sails because they don't have a whole lot of confidence. Shot clock down to 7. Good pass into Johnson.
I don't understand why a guy 6'11" would be fading away against the guy 6'2". It just doesn't make sense to me. And all big guys, when you got someone smaller on you, you should be attacking the bucket. Daniel Johnson probably should have done on that occasion.
Tough one for Darren Ing to reel in as Stephen Way's pass just sailed on it.
This is where good teams will really put their foot on the throat and extend their lead. Adelaide just not really taking advantage of this lead they got at the moment. They could have probably extended it out by more, but just allowing Townsville to hang on. And if they get going, they'll get back into this game really quick.
Mims, that's long, kicks to Darren Ing. Way. Bartlett trying to get to the middle, flips it out to Ing. Difficult to do. He had to jump in the air to catch the pass, came right down and elevated, drilled the 3. Gill gets it back, enters it into Schencher. Blanchfield, he hit his last shot off the mark on that one. Here come Adelaide with a 10-point lead. Saw Daniel Johnson, couldn't get enough on the pass.
Darren Ing hitting his last couple, but he's blowing for air there as he ran down the court. Nice shot there by Nims from 15 foot. Darren Ing looks like he needs a bit of a break.
He's limping too. Clearly limping on that left leg. He traveled in. Seen a lot of that lately. Guys just, you know, making a move, moving their lead leg and then thinking that's their pivot foot. It's just a basic fundamental of establishing a pivot foot. We're seeing a lot of that.
It's just working on that jab step, isn't it? The guys are really moving their body probably a little bit too much and dragging that back leg. They really need to work on a quick jab and go.
The fake just needs to be a subtle one, too. You just need to get the guy to lean in the wrong direction or get them on their heels. It doesn't have to be a big, massive fake. Just the early stages of your move. But we're seeing just a lot of bad footwork as of late.
I think it's really underrated what a little eyebrow lift or just looking up at the ring will do as well for a defender. It'll bring them up out of their stance. A lot of times they'll jump out of their position. Makes it a lot easier to blow past them as well. So there's a lot of things you can do to get the defender off balance. But the guys at the moment just poor footwork.
Townsville, as we said, just 3 and 6 on the road. And, well, I guess if you just start to break it down in all the statistical categories, clearly their stats will be better at home than they are on the road. Most teams are like that anyway, but their stats are significantly different on the road as they are at home.
It would be a great place to play at home, but the Swamp, it is a really good venue. The crowd gets into it. It's electric up there. I can see how they have such a great record up there. They defend their court so well. They just have to try and do that on the road as much as possible.
Well, something has to be said for...
Cairns are very similar as well. It's such a great home record, but on the road, they just struggle to take that form with them.
Well, something has to be said for quieting a crowd when you hit a shot as Mims is off the mark. Jacob Holmes pulls down a board. Gill gives a little extra oomph on that jumper.
I didn't think he
still can't get it to go.
He didn't extend out. He's allowed to hold his weight.
Adelaide a little bit lucky there. Townsville's starting to get some pretty open looks at the offensive end. They start to knock them down. There'll be a bit of a change in the scoreline.
Simpson gets to the rim, draws the contact, and the score. Simpson just got moved out of the way on a strong move by Diamond Simpson.
Similar to the move we saw earlier. As he was driving, he was able to get that little shoulder in and draw the contact. Knock Schenscher out the way and just finish off nice and soft. And he's shown all year what soft touch he's had around the bucket, able to finish off.
With either hand, of course. He's got 9 early points on 4 of 5 shooting. He's established his interior game. He lost in his interior battle against Luke Schenscher last week. Schenscher with 22 points at a ridiculous rate. But tonight, Schenscher has had the slow start, just 3 shot attempts and 1 of 3 for his 2 points.
This is where Diamond probably hasn't made the most of his opportunities throughout the course of the year from the free throw line. It's a really flat shot around the bucket. He has nice loop on his shot, nice touch, but the free throw line, it is a very, very flat shot.
Van Allen puts it on the floor. Good strong drive to the rim by the big man from St. Mary's University. Starting to look more confident. As Paul, we spoke about before the game, playing for Paul Wolford has done a tremendous amount for Jacob Holmes and his confidence. And Luke Schenscher seems to be a players type coach. Hadn't seen it so much in Allen yet. Now, last year he struggled under Trevor Gleason. He's starting to see some signs here, and it just looks like he lacks confidence most of the time.
Yeah, well, that was a really good aggressive move there, and I'd like to see him do that a lot more every time he gets it, square up and be like a Daniel Johnson and just start attacking guys. He's got good speed, good quickness, and I've seen him finish off quite well around the bucket, so just needs to get that aggressiveness up, and as you said, confidence, it's such a big thing. And you look at this Adelaide team, they've been lacking confidence all year, really. They've lost a couple of key players as well, but their confidence has been really shot.
Way up top.
Watch the arm, Daniel.
Warren eventually gets it. Stephen Way launches his three. That's off by a mile. Warren. Mitch Creek going baseline. It's knocked loose by Gill. By Simpson. He comes up short. Simpson with the board and the putback.
He's so long, Steve. He's so long. He hardly jumped off the ground there, but his arms just kept on extending. He's able to get that rebound there. He's very hungry for those boards, too.
Adelaide, clearly the winner on the glass, as you saw, 22 rebounds.
A couple of calls getting let go both ends of the court here. There was probably one could have been called at the other end, another one there. And again, the play before for Townsville. So referee's just letting it go at the end of this quarter.
Allen, his jumper is good as he watched Gill on the strong cut go by, cleared some space for him. Warren, good quick baseline move, and he loses the handle. Ball's deflected. Go to Townsville.
Adelaide now at 10 turnovers. That's probably been their Achilles heel. They could be up by a lot more. They're turning it over a lot. Townsville now also need to just settle down a little bit. They've had a couple of good shots the last few. Need to get a good one here.
Crawford to Mims for the jam.
Not much high percentage shot than that one.
Looked like he was pulling up for a jumper. Started that one just inside the key. Johnson on the rim boost somehow was able to get it up there soft with a lot of contact.
Coach Ben Allen won for his measure 2 on the chin. Ben Allen looking like his jaw's a little bit sore after that one.
Gill creates a little space for himself. A little long off the back of the iron. 40 seconds to go. Way upstairs. Never really had a shot at that one. Gill turned the corner. Pops it off the glass, and he gets the score. Timeout on the floor. Charge to the Adelaide 36ers. Their lead has been trimmed to 6. 37 seconds to go. Up by 6, and clearly want to finish this half on a strong note.
Yeah, you would think so. Nice strong take there by Eddie Gill. Just took it hard at Chris Warren and was able to take the little bump and finish off. Adelaide once again just turning it over in the last few minutes here. It's pretty disappointing. They've worked hard to get a good lead, and they're just throwing it away. 4 guys jumped for that last alley-oop pass. It was never going to get through. I did see Mitch Creek lift his eyebrows up wanting to get the pass, but it was never going to get through.
Anything offensively, push it down their throat. Push it hard. Get into it quick and attack. If we get a stop and it's less than 24, one shot. One shot.
Right now, if they take a quick one, I try to push for it 2-1.
Let's go. 11 red.
1, 2, 3.
A little more bounce in that huddle for Townsville as they get the lead back to 6. Haven't played the greatest game themselves. 6 turnovers, so they've limited their turnovers in the second quarter. Had 6 turnovers in the first quarter and played that one turnover free. And that's just been the difference. 12 turnovers to 6. Adelaide have 12 turnovers.
Adelaide shooting at 47% or near enough too. They should be up a lot more with Townsville only shooting at 37.5. they're a sort of team that can light up in a hurry.
Way having trouble getting it in. Eventually gets it to Johnson.
Don't grab him. Don't grab him.
Simpson. Warren. Somebody's going to get one off. Ball's knocked loose.
Good defense there by Townsville. They just didn't give Adelaide an opportunity there. They were all over them. No opportunity for Adelaide.
Gill turning the corner. Tough shot. That's good. Wow. Woo. Right at the end of halftime. Eddie